To understand why this bipartisan, common sense, and incredibly feasible federal investment in babies and children was vetoed by minority interests, let's listen to Hag of the Ages Pat Buchanan explain to us, as he was the architect.
A young conservative White House aide named Patrick Buchanan was putting a different spin on the child development bill.
I did call it the most radical piece of legislation to come out of this Congress of the United States. And we saw that over in the Soviet Union, taking kids from their parents and putting them into these institutions and having them educated there rather than at home didn't seem to me to be traditionally American.
The solution? Nixon would veto the bill, and Buchanan would write the message himself in language so strong it would not only extinguish the idea once and for all, it would electrify his right-wing base.
I said, I want to write a veto at the same time which is political and ideological and which hits the Child Development Act at its core.
And that's exactly what he did, and he hit a grand slam.
On December 9th, 1971, Nixon released his veto message.
The president says the $2 billion to have been spent on the first year for child care would be, as he put it, a long leap into the dark. One of his other
This is the heart of it. For the federal government to plunge headlong financially into supporting child development would commit the vast moral authority of the national government
to the side of communal approaches to child rearing over and against the family-centered approach.
Do you agree with that?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, it was great.
With one stroke of the pen, President Nixon has broken his own promise to support child development, and he has greatly damaged the chances for the children of working families as well as poor children to have an opportunity for the kind of healthful and stimulating development which the president at one point in time pledged his administration to support.
The veto really did hurt. It said it was undermining the family when the family and parent role was central to everything we talked about.
Thank you very much.
It said it was going to communalize family life.
Nixon's veto message is really the first time that an American president, the leader of one of the national parties, reaches out and takes that rhetoric and nationalizes it. This rhetoric about the threat to the American family.
And suddenly, the right wing had a new and powerful organizing tool.